Whoa, guys, Sloth, it worked. You pressed start. Awesome. Hi, everyone. Whoops, let me turn this down. There we go. Can you guys hear me? Can you see everything? Is everything working? I was going to say it's broken. So, hi, Andy. Hi, TFN. Hi, Sloth. Hi, guys. How are you guys doing? Doing well? This the chat's still really dark, isn't it? I was trying to figure out how to make chat work a little better. I guess I need to make the text dark or something. Text settings. Let me see. That, save. Hopefully that updates. Yeah, you guys can hear me or not? TFN? Test. Nice. Now the chat's not even appearing at all. Is it? No, it is. I think this one is behind. There we go. Awesome. Perfect. So yeah, I tweaked my setup a little bit here. So I have some, like I got my camera set up in the top left corner there. I added this text. I don't know, where am I pointing even? I guess here. So I added the text like what we're working on and stuff. I tried to update the chat. I'm still using Stream Elements, and I saw that like Russ, for example, you're using Streamlabs. I'm trying to figure out if I can jump onto that one or stay with this at the moment. I don't know. We can figure that out. Nice. Now I got like two chats going on, so I kind of got to watch this one over here. So yeah, like I said, I'm kind of figuring out how to do this whole setup here. So bear with me. I might have to tweak a few things here and there, but I think we're going to be okay. So loud and clear. Hi, everyone. Looks good. I also have music running in the background. Let me know if it's too loud or even too soft or anything, or if it's just freaking annoying to have music in the background, because I'm just, like I said, I'm just playing around a little bit, see how everything works. Music is good. Okay. Hello, Underdog Games. Nice seeing you here. Cool. And Frozerino's Repairs, welcome. Good to have you guys. So I think we can slowly get started on this one. So I don't know if you saw the title, but yeah, this is the Crystal Edition original Xbox on the table. I'm actually thinking today I might try and install some extra RAM. I have never done that to an original Xbox, so this is going to be a first time for me. But I thought, you know what, we could just try it out, see if it works. If it doesn't work, that's also something we've learned today. So the funny thing is, though, I've already tried preparing a couple things. So I've done some research like how we can do the 128 megabyte mod to this Xbox. I know that this Xbox is actually currently soft modded. So we're going to have to, I think, do like a TSOP mod, or what is it, like a TSOP flash. I already downloaded SirBIOS. I downloaded XBlast OS, which is an application that we're going to need. I obviously have some RAM, which is also an interesting thing. I'm going to talk about the RAM in a second. Let me think, what else do I need? I know that we're going to have to bridge like a couple points on the motherboard to be able to write to the TSOP. So yeah, it's going to be something interesting. Now, with regards to the RAM, I think I talked about this in the last stream. He has RAM, get him. I know, it's super expensive, right? I actually don't think this RAM is going to be very expensive, and I'll show you why, because I've done a little bit of research. Let me see if I can zoom in, and I don't know if you can tell, but the people that do Xbox original modding, I think will probably recognize what these are. So I think these are very much 100% fake RAM chips for the Xbox original. So what I've researched online suggests that when you get these RAM chips from China, that they're actually often going to be these resurfaced, I think SK Hynix chips. And the way that you can tell is by that double dot that you can see on the chip there. Let me see if I can get you closer. So you see that dot? That's supposed to just be one circle. And this looks like two little indented dots. And that apparently is an indication that these chips are resurfaced or just plain fake. So that's going to be interesting. And I have a whole pack of these. So last time I think I already mentioned that I bought this original Xbox from somebody else. And they had, for example, the StarTech IDE to SATA adapter. And they also had like a whole bunch of RAM chips like this, packaged just like this. So initially I was like, ooh, that's cool. I might try to do the 128 megabyte mod at some point. But then, of course, when I started doing the research for this live stream, I then found out that these are probably, or most definitely, fake. So we're going to have to see what we can do with these. I have read that even though they're fake, very often there'll be SK Hynix chips that, like I said, were resurfaced. And apparently you can still mix and match these RAMs with the Samsung chips that are on here. I know that this one actually has Samsung chips. So you can mix and match, apparently, SK Hynix and Samsung chips. And so if these are just resurfaced SK Hynix chips, but they still work, then there's no issue. I'm still going to try it. Now, okay, my zoom lens doesn't want to work anymore. That's interesting. There we go. Now it works. So yeah, I'm fine with it being fake as long as it works. So what's the part number for the RAM? So these ones say, let's see if I can show you again. I'll zoom in. So I see K4D263238F and then QC50. But I also know that most of these chips have some other numbers on there. So these are all QC50s, but these are, okay, they're kind of the same. QC50 apparently is the same. But then these are, for example, I don't know if you can tell, they have an M at the end. Yeah, they have an M at the end. And then these ones, they're going to have the F at the end. And these have the M. Yeah, it's actually kind of funny that you can see, I don't know if you can see through the packaging, but like some of these, the dot is very deep. And then it has the extra dot on the top right here. But then some of the other chips, they actually don't have the dot on the top right. So yeah, I think it's just kind of like a pretty bad faking process. But yeah. So what's the part number? Thanks. Yep. There's my favorite Dutchman. Hey, Joseph. Nice seeing you here. Awesome. You made it to the live stream. Welcome. Yeah. You got them off Ali. So yeah, I don't know actually. Like I said, I got this with the Xbox original that I bought from somebody else on basically Marketplace. And it came with all these chips. So I'm guessing that they probably bought this from China. Yep, that's what you get. So they're probably going to be fake. Again, I'm hoping that these are actually just resurfaced SK Hynix chips and that they are still going to work, but we'll find out together. If it doesn't work, it's not a disaster because I got like a whole bunch of Xbox originals that I can harvest some RAM chips from. So if it doesn't work today with these RAM chips, then probably another day I can just harvest the chips off of those and then we can try that one. So it should be good. Should be fun anyway. All right, let me just put this right back into the side. And zoom this one out again. There we go. So I think the first step is probably going to be to get SirBIOS on there. To do that, let me see if I can show you guys. I already have, here is the Xbox itself. It's already running. I'll actually switch to the large screen so you can see that. I have XBlast OS already installed on there, but I did not do the solder points on the motherboard yet. So I don't think this is going to be able to write any firmware to that yet. And I also didn't put the SirBIOS bin file on the Xbox yet. So that's what we're going to have to do next, I think. Yeah, so you can see XBlast OS is going to work. And then what we're going to use, as far as I understood from the instructions on the internet, is we're going to flash from the hard drive. And right now it says C BIOS doesn't exist. So that's where we're going to have to put the BIOS file for SirBIOS. Once we have that, then hopefully we can flash that TSOP. And then when that's flashed, then I think we can use this 128 megabyte RAM test to basically test each individual RAM chip that we install one after another. So that's, as I understand, also from watching Russ's video, is the process kind of like you install one RAM chip at a time, then you go back into this tool, you test the 128 megabyte RAM, and it will tell you if each of these RAM chips is working. Okay, cool. So I think that's what we're going to try to do. I'll just switch over here, turn this one off again, and then on, so that we can FTP into this console. So I already have here the Xbox running, so we can actually go into the C drive once it's booted. There we go. So as I understand, we're going to have to create a directory here, which is called BIOS. And then I should go to my downloads. I think it's here. Here's the SirBIOS. Now let me see. It's SirBIOS. Here we have an ini. So it's probably this. And it would probably even make sense to open the README. I have no idea what an NFO file is. What is that? That is new to me. Let me see if I can actually put the USB to the side there for you guys. How many chips you got? I got a whole bunch. So this is like 20, I think. So it's, yeah, 4 packs of 5. So I got 20 chips. So hopefully 4 of those are going to work. We'll see. Let me see. So I got, where was it? SirBIOS. Then we have like README, system information. What is that? You would think it's just a text file. Yeah, it is. Interesting. Yep. So there we go. Now again, like I said, I've never done this, so this is going to be a first for me. I'm wondering if it actually has the instructions right in here. That would be really cool. But it doesn't seem like it does. Added, it says. Changes, additions, fixed. Prehistoric man. Recovery menu. Please copy SirBIOS folder to root Xbox HDD E. What, you mean like all of this? No. Or this one. Ah, this one. Okay, gotcha. So, but are we supposed to do this with like this soft modded Xbox as well before we do the TSOP? I don't know. So that's going to be the interesting part. Existing open source dashboard will need to be able to support second HDD. We don't really care about that. We're not doing that yet. What is BFM? BFM, as I understand, is that you boot from media. So you're basically booting from the hard drive. I guess you're loading the BIOS after. So like on the console, there will be another BIOS that loads this BIOS. But in this case, I understand that we want basically the SirBIOS to be installed on the flash chip on the Xbox itself, so that that is the actual BIOS on the device itself. And like mod chips will, for example, have their own BIOS on an own chip. And so they kind of, as far as I understand, my understanding could be limited here. Basically the Xbox boots, they use an exploit to then boot into the other BIOS. And in this case, we actually just want to completely replace the BIOS on the Xbox. And the reason why we want to do that, I think I forgot to explain that for the people that don't know, is because the stock BIOS actually does not allow you to make use of the additional RAM. It basically caps the RAM to 64 megabytes. And so SirBIOS actually has support to access the additional 64 that you could install on the Xbox original. So that's why I want to do that. How do I format? Will there be 1.4? What about that? Okay, so there's nothing in here that I see we could follow, so I think I'm just going to follow whatever I found on the interwebs. And so yeah, this is going to be for 256 megabyte consoles only. That's not what we're doing here today. We're just going to go for 128. And so as I understand, let me see if I can find the instructions. Basically TSOP flash Xbox 1.4. I know that I have a 1.4. Oh, here it is, console mods. That's what I was looking for. Am I a human? I am. There we go. Yeah, okay, this is talking about first bridging the points. I think I'm going to do that in a second. Yeah, okay, so this is TSOP. Yeah. Materials needed, USB method. I think this is if you still have to, because we're soft modded, I don't think we need to do all this, right? Don't forget to hit the like button. Thanks, Sloth. There we go, TSOP flasher. Flashing your TSOP you will need. There we go. So we already have this. I already installed that. The BIOS bin file that you want to install. And I think we now have like a hybrid version of that BIOS. And as I understand, that's going to work for both of them. So you have Xboxes that have a very small TSOP, like 256 kilobytes. And I think there are also Xboxes with like a 1 megabyte flash chip on there. I know that the 1.4, at least as far as I know, has a 256. So you have to be careful that you don't take a BIOS that's too large for the chip that you have in the Xbox. But as I understand, the hybrid BIOS is going to work on all of them. Hello, Russ. Rusty Russ. Welcome. So yeah, Russ, you actually kind of know this already. So maybe you can help me. I'm trying this for the very first time to install 128 megabytes. Let's see if it's actually going to work. So using an FTP or Dashboard's File Explorer, go to C. I've already created the BIOS. We're going to put the desired BIOS bin file into it. HD flash should appear, etc. Has the file destination bin, and then select A, and that's going to flash it. Okay, yeah. So I think, as I understand this, we're just going to have to go. No, not in here. I'm just going to transfer this one over, basically. And then that should be it. Oh my God, Russ is here. Yep. I didn't bring my outfit, Russ. Oh no, I wonder if it's gonna work now. Wear drag while soldering. We'll see. I'm gonna try my best at drag soldering, but to be honest, I'm not that good at it. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, so I think that's the bin file in C BIOS. So it should be happy with that now, XBlastOS. But I don't think we're going to be able to flash it until we actually bridge those points on the board. So I think that's what I'm going to try and do next. So let me turn off the Xbox. And then disconnect everything. Take out the motherboard. There we go. Everything is out. It's also crazy how warm this hard drive gets. Actually quite warm. Don't know if that's supposed to be. But I think once I get done with a couple of these mods, I'm also going to install maybe an SSD or something like that in here. So it shouldn't be an issue. For now, the hard drive is fine. I also noticed that this still has like a 40-pin IDE cable installed, and that is definitely going to limit the speed. But like I said, one thing at a time. I'm kind of interested in this 128 megabyte mod first, and then we can worry about all the other fancy mods. So There we go. That's a hard drive. And here we have the DVD drive out. There. Another interesting thing is, I don't know if you can see, I actually already broke this IDE connector right here. So this piece of plastic is just kind of hanging on there for dear life, but oh well. I don't think it's necessary really, so it's gonna be fine. Not great, not terrible. So, take out the janky aftermarket fan. There we go. And the motherboard is out. There we go. Awesome. Hey, ET, welcome. Nice. So what are you guys writing? Neither am I. ET, Russ, oh no. What overhead camera you got? This is a Sony, what was it called? A Sony ZV-E10 Mark II, I think. Yeah. I was told to test the RAM after each one is put on. It's easier to troubleshoot if one goes bad. Yeah, that's exactly what I read as well. So that's actually what I'm planning on doing, is like installing them one at a time. And then we'll test them, and then we'll see if each one of those works. So I think you joined a little later, Russ, but I already told at the start, I think these are actually fake RAM chips. So you can see by the double point, like in here, if it focuses, for example, there's like a double dot on these chips. So as I understand, these are probably resurfaced chips. Might be SK Hynix, or it might be garbage. I don't know. But I thought I'd just give it a try. Might be fun to see if it still actually works. If it doesn't, I'll just harvest them from an original Xbox that I have here, a donor board. But if it works, it's great. So yeah, I'm definitely going to install the chips one at a time to see whether or not they work. And if I install 2 or 3 and they all don't work, then I'm probably going to abandon these chips. Yeah, I splurged a little bit maybe on the camera. I wasn't sure what to get. And so I did a little research, and that's what I came up with. And then I was like, you know what? If I'm going to take this seriously, somewhat, I might as well get a good camera. So that's what I ended up going with. Yeah. All right. Now, let me have a quick look at that guide that we had here. Because we have the 1.4. I think that's because I have the focus chip on here, for example, that it is a 1.4. So it says that we need to bridge the R7D1 to R7D2. So let me see if I can show you guys that. This is probably not the best view for that. So I think I am going to switch to the microscope. Here we go. Now it says it should be R7D1, R7D2. So I think that's those 2 points. Yeah. So as I understand this guide, we're going to have to bridge basically R7D2 and R7D1. So I don't know how I'm best going to do this, because they do seem like they're a bit far apart. But I guess I'll just try to do this with a bit of solder. Turn on the soldering machine, soldering iron. So, and turn on the fume extractor. And actually, I might not, or should I? I think if I'm going to use flux, it's probably going to separate too easy. I don't know. We'll see. I'll try without. And if that fails miserably, then I can always use a little bit of flux. There's too much flux in there already. This ain't never gonna work. Yeah, that's never gonna work. Okay, so I think I will use a little bit of wire. It's a bit too bright, isn't it? Need to get me one of those ring lights, I guess. Or just a proper microscope. That would be nice. Okay, where are we at? I think we're about there. And I think that's it. That looks like a good bridge. Come on, let go. Let me grab a knife. I don't want to pull too hard. Where are we at? Here. There we go. Clean up the area. I just bought that new one. So yeah, it's really nice. I need to up my game. I just bought that new one. It's nice, but it's only digital zoom and it makes things blurry when I zoom in. Yeah, that's partially why I bought this one, Sloth, is exactly for that. I was looking into all sorts of lenses and stuff. And I was going to buy like a zoom lens or whatever. But then I actually just went to like a shop, an actual shop where they sold the camera. And I kind of asked them for advice as well. And they said, well, you know what? The lens that's in the kit that you can buy is actually probably going to be more than good enough. So I bought the, I would need to look actually what kit that exactly was. I'll do that after the live stream. I can look it up. It was just basically a default kit that you can buy that comes with the camera and that lens already on there. The lens says, I don't know if that helps. I mean, it says all sorts of numbers on there. I am no camera expert, so. But if you want, I can take a picture afterwards. And then I will let you know. Hang on, I just gotta. I wouldn't worry about getting a full theatrical setup unless you're a baller like Dutchman. Thanks, Russ. Or Nano. Wow, putting me in one sentence with Nano. What? That's awesome, man. Thanks. Yeah, no. I have ambitions, but man, that's going to take a while. Yeah, Sloth is a baller. Nah, you are. But I want to be one. Don't we all, Sloth? Don't we all? There we go. Now I've got alcohol for the Q-tip. So, let me see if I can clean this up a little bit. Then we'll do a test. Ooh, and then I get to show you a little tool that I wrote because I finally, nice. Yeah, that is a connection. That is 100% a connection. But I'm still going to show you. So I have built this little thing here. This is a little piece of software that allows me to finally put my digital multimeter on screen. So, and I have it in continuity mode already. So when I hold this together, it should, there's like an enormous delay, of course. Is that going to show up? Let me test here. Yep, that's working. Perfect. So now you guys can see what I see when I look at the multimeter, or the multimeter. So let's test this point, and yep, there's definitely continuity there. So that one is bridged. And then we have to bridge R7 D10, I guess R7 D9, or the R7 D10 pads together on the top side of the motherboard. R7 D10. So I'm guessing that is going to be these two. No? Where was I? Here. R7 D10. Okay. We can do that. So, same story. Let's get some solder. And some very thin wire. Let me see if I can do this without shaky cam. That's funny. There we go. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Hang on. Hold on. That's a mess. Nope. I do not like that. Hold up. Hold your horses. There we go. Now, I want it between those 2 points. R7 D10. There we go. Yep, I think that's good. So let's take that out. And there we go. Every time I upgrade something, there's always something else to buy, and it's very disappointing. I need to be happy with what I got. Same here. It's always the case. Yep. But I have to say I'm really happy with this setup, so I'm not complaining about this setup at all. But I'm sure that in a year or two or whatever, I'm going to be like, oh, it would be really nice to have this or that. I mean, I only just got started and I'm already going wild when it comes to building up the setup. Because it's just fun. I think I like it. My credit debt. That's your bank account, Tom. Ooh, what meter? Please be the OON. I'm so sorry, it's not the OON. But that said, this is now supporting the UNI-T UT161B, but it already also supports the UNI-T 8802E. That's actually the one that Maymore Medic has, because he saw basically this, and he was asking around if there was a tool basically that would also work with his UNI-T. And so what I did is I kind of generalized this tool to work with different drivers if you want. So it now works with 2 UNI-T multimeters, but I should be able to also get this working with additional ones if you want. Ooh, somebody joined the channel. Oh, shoot. I couldn't see that. Can I replay that? Hang on, give me 1 second. Whoever subscribed. Should be able to see that. Where can I see who last subscribed? It says 8 minutes. Falcon. Falcon, was that you? Yeah, it's a very, yeah, exactly. It is a very clean look. That's exactly what I wanted to kind of have this. My issue was mostly, I guess, that I'm streaming from a Mac. That's kind of just because the Windows PC that I have in the basement here is not fast enough to do streaming as well as all the other things I want to do on there. So that's why I kind of just use my MacBook here. But because the Unity only has software for Windows, that was kind of my issue right there. So I found some Python code on the internet, and I am a web developer, so I decided, you know what, I'm going to make my own little app and make sure that I can use my multimeter in my OBS on Mac as well. And incidentally, because it's Python and it's just using standard libraries, it also works on Windows, and that's why you can also get it working on Windows if you want. It was you, Falcon. Awesome. Welcome. Thank you for subscribing. That's awesome. Good to have you. So let's clean this up, and then I think we should be ready to flash a new BIOS on there. Yeah, that looks good. It's not very sharp. There we go. I think that should be good enough. So yeah, again, I can test it, but I'm pretty darn sure that that's got continuity. Yep. So we're good there. I guess I could test it between these points if you really want to. Where does this go? This goes here, I think, and this goes here. So yep, that has continuity. Good. Now, once you've finished creating the bridges, this is what I'm looking at. Wait, hang on. I'll give you guys the PC again. I'll move this out of the way. So now I'm looking at this. After you've finished creating the bridges, reassemble the Xbox to the point where the cover is off. Press the power button to test that the Xbox boots normally. And now we can flash a new BIOS to your Xbox. Excellent. Exactly. So there we go. So let's see if we did a good job. I'm going to move this out of the way. And I'm going to grab the Xbox case again. So we can just assemble it far enough that we can turn it on again. Now, question here actually is, do I need the DVD drive? I think it boots slower if you don't have the DVD drive in there. Does it? Or not at all? Not sure actually. So those points disable write protection. That's how I understand it. Yeah, TFN. That is how I understood it. There we go. Then we're definitely going to need the hard drive. There. Put that one in there. Cool. I guess for completeness sake, I'm just going to put the DVD drive in there as well. I think you need the DVD drive to boot. Yeah. Okay. I think if I'm not mistaken, once you have it like flashed, you can, I think, disable the requirement, right? Like if you don't want the DVD drive in an Xbox, I think there's a way to disable that. There we go. There we go. That's the DVD drive installed. Ooh, by the way, I think I forgot to start something for the stream. Something very important. There we go. Let me just finish this real quick and then I'll test something for you guys. There. Voila. Okay, let me... Oh, you guys couldn't see that. Sorry about that. Hello, James. Welcome. Nice. And zoom out. Still practicing, guys. Still practicing. There we go. We can start this and hopefully that works. Yep. So it should be up and running. So what I added is commands. So now you should be able to use some commands. If you use the command from Stream Elements, you can see a list of commands. But I think I have all of them on there. I think I have all the commands on there. RRR. Don't have that one, sorry. Should add it maybe. Let's see if it works. Ah, dang, also no sloth. I have much to learn. I have much to add. I'm really hoping this is going to work.
Shut up.
Yes.
I certainly hope you know what you're doing.
Electrical damage detected.
Kudos if you know what it's from, by the way. Okay, so we have this. What's the next step? They said turn it on, see if it works.
Greetings.
Well, hello there. Is it on?
It's good to see you.
Good to see you too. There, and then the power. There. Okay, so let's turn on that USB again, USB capture card. Let's see if we broke the Xbox. That'd be a bummer.
My God, what are you doing?
Nice. It actually turns on. Hey, Worms, welcome. Nice. I did put one in there that features Andy. So not Ping, but I did put an Andy clip in there. See if you can find it. Awesome. Okay, so let's switch to the large screen there. I need the controller.
Warning.
Warning. I think I put it in Stream Elements, at least I hope. So let me see. We need some apps. And we're going to go to XBlast. Start that one up.
Shut up.
It is from Half-Life, by the way. Yep. Sloth, you guessed right. Yeah.
Oh, you donkey.
There you go.
Extreme heat damage detected.
I thought that might be applicable at some point. Hopefully I'm not being a donkey, but we'll see.
Oh,
We'll see
you
how it goes.
donkey. Oh, you donkey.
I'm going to regret that one, aren't I? We'll see. Oh no. See, I need the oh no one as well. C BIOS does not exist. It certainly does. Why would it not? Interesting. C BIOS does not exist. Why would that be? So I'll turn it off. And there we go.
Oh,
Andy
you
did join right at the start, so I don't
My
think he's
God, what
lurking.
are you doing?
Hey, Pico. Welcome. I need small and pink. So there we go. I'm just going to switch back to the main scene. And just on the computer right there, let's turn that one off and the DMM as well. And I'm just going to go in here again. So yeah,
Oh,
it is
you-
there.
donkey.
Interesting. Is it supposed to have like a specific name or something? Plug in the USB. No, that's the USB method. Using the exploit. We're already there. After you disable the write protection to your TSOP and or set up your exploit memory card, like you can check the MD5. Okay. You will need this in the BIOS bin file that you want to flash. Etc. etc. Disable 480p and try again. So it says here, navigate to the C partition, create a directory there called BIOS. We did that. Place the desired BIOS.bin file inside of it. If you're using Rocky 5's, oh, okay, you need to go into NKPatcher on the Xbox before starting your FTP so that the Shadow C drive is disabled. That could be it. That could be it. Wow, what are you guys typing? Let's see. I need to catch up, guys. Let me see. Yep. Donkey. We need Andy to join. He's here. I am here now. Reacted raffle ping Donkey. Let's see if we can break it. Did you guys break it? No, right? I hope not.
Oh, you
No, perfect.
donkey.
Was that late or? That seems like it was very delayed. No. Just my chat. Okay, perfect. Then it's good. Yeah, so I think that's probably what we're dealing with. I think I've seen that actually. That it is because this is a soft modded console. So I think as I understand it, because it's soft modded, they have like a virtual C drive on there so that you can't mess up the actual C drive and you can still kind of recover it, I guess, if you wanted to. In this case, however, I think we actually want to disable
Oh,
that
donkey.
that virtual C drive so that we can actually read the BIOS file on the C drive itself. So to do that, I think I need to go back to applications. Nope, where did it go there? Applications, apps, and then I think I need the crazy extras. What do you do? Still found? Yeah, I found the issue, I think. Posted other repairs. Yeah, nice. I think I saw that one. Yeah. We need that one. No, we don't, Worms. For once, agreed with Andy. We don't need ping. Why not? I love ping. The ping command is awesome. Does get used a lot though. But yeah. Okay, so launch extras, and then here's the weirdest thing I've ever seen. So I was doing some research beforehand to see what steps I would need to go through, and then I wanted to save it for you guys so that we can go through it together. I have never seen this. Use the following, so I had to put in like a passcode or something. And I had to kind of figure out what the passcode was. What was it again? I think it was like AYBX or something. Yes, awesome. You will enter the extras menu, and here you can customize your soft mod with dual boots. what is that? LED, LED settings, and more. Proceed, yes. Inside the extras menu, you will have no virtual C or EEPROM protection. Perfect, we don't want that. It's highly recommended not to change anything on the C partition in this state. We're going to do that anyway. So, okay. I'm timing TFN out in Andy's next stream. Nice, let's have ping. We have 5-second timeout. If you must Pico, I'm only messing with TFN. Nice. Okay, so now what do we do? How do I now start the application then though? Install DVDX, clear cache, professional mode. Can I... What if I reboot? Is it still going to not have the virtual C? I don't see a way to... NK Patcher. What is NK Patcher? You will need to go into NK Patcher on the Xbox before starting your FTP so that the Shadow C drive is disabled. Wait, so do I now just have to FTP into it? And is that like a different C drive or what? Connecting. So it's not connecting here. Dashboard management. Yeah, I don't know. Ask Rusty. Yeah. Russ, do you know how that works? Have you seen this? Set NK Patcher. Reset to 6.7. Look at that. They already knew it back then. Reset to NK Patcher 6.7. Probably restart the FTP. I've noticed that sometimes I don't think that actually works, but I can try. Let me try the FTP again. Sorry, you guys can't see the PC right now, but yeah, it's not connecting to the FTP, I can tell you that. So something is still off here. So I know that I now probably don't have the virtual C drive, but what is this? This will load your dashboard and any apps you load out of this dashboard in a state which is not protected by a virtual C or virtual EEPROM. That's exactly what we want. This can be helpful for things like EEPROM replacement. We want this, yes. This is only intended for people that know what they're doing. I have no idea what I'm doing. Use with extreme caution. Proceed, yes. Oh man, another pop-up. After a full reboot, the protections will be active again. Yeah. Good. Okay, so you haven't TSOP yet. You just use a mod chip. After a full will be active. Oh yeah, that was me. There we go. So now actually what happens if I connect? So now I'm back in there. All right, so let me show you guys this. Now it's kind of behind the chat. No, here it is. So now I'm in the C drive and this looks completely different. So yep, that was the Shadow C. So I guess I was working within this Shadow C dot image. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. So let's create the BIOS folder. And I'm going to put the bin in there again. Perfect. It's in there. There we go. I think that's it. Okay, then we can go back to the Xbox. Applications, apps. Let's go into XBlast. Let's see if we can get this to work. Well, then we def want it if you don't know what you're doing. Yes, exactly. Exactly, Worms. That's why we're here. We have to get some magic smoke videos. Hopefully not. Cool. So yeah, we have this. So now what I'm going to try to do is flash from HDD. Perfect. Perfect. I see that I'm in the way. Let me put my face out of the way for a bit so we can see what it says. Yep. That sounds good. Let's just run it, guys. What's the worst that could happen? Hold RT/LT start and white to continue to confirm. Press back to cancel. So LT/RT start and white. Is it gonna do it? Are we gonna do it? Oh, yeah, no. Start and white. Never mind. Start and white. Am I doing something wrong? RT/LT, start in white. I'm holding it, guys. Holding it. Pushing all the buttons. Is it the controller? Ah, there we go. Do not turn off your console during this process. So apparently you're supposed to click them quickly in quick succession, or at the same time, basically. Do not turn off your console during this process, etc. Okay, it's already done. Sir, yes! That's good. Nice. Let's see what it does. And it's black. So I think I've read this can happen, I think, if you have a soft mod. Let's see. Back to the BIOS selection screen. So we have HDD flash, we have settings HDD, your bin should appear. We do. Press A, yep, to flash. Do not remove the PowerPoint. The power to your Xbox or touch any buttons on the console itself while it's flashing. It will reboot, after which you can see the results.
Oh, you donkey.
Who's a donkey? My donkey? Why? I ain't a professional. I only play one on TV. So yeah, I think the controller is good. It was just me. You have to press it quickly after each other. At the same time, basically. Basically BIOS flash. Yep. But I think now we have a slight issue, which is that it boots to a black screen, which I think I've heard about. So let me see. Sir BIOS. Goes there. Andy, for once it ain't me. You may have to try an older version of Sir BIOS. Ooh, is that the case? I hope not. Let me see if I can still... I'm guessing I can't connect through FTP. Because I'm certain that it didn't boot into a BIOS. Yeah, no, it's not connecting to FTP. So let me just go here. So it's definitely not connecting to the FTP right now. That's unfortunate. So I think what we're having right now is what I read somewhere. Xbox 1.4 soft mod to Sir BIOS black screen. Indeed. So, with the soft mod, the console always tries to boot through stock firmware. The idea is that after the initial boot has completed the exploit files, yes, need to hard mod the unit. Casino picture, that's a hardware fault. No, it's not a hardware fault. Just seeing if you can get there on a good base, etc. I mean, it is possible, but I don't really have a disk for the soft mod. Did a DSOP and now it boots every time. Won't boot into Unleash Dash. What does it say here? Because the hard modded BIOS conflicts with soft mod files on your C drive. Fix this by removing the soft mod, cleaning the C drive, setting up a hard disk. Now this is going to be interesting if this is correct, right? This is AI, but it fails to work. Yes. Sure. How to fix. Boot a rescue disk. Insert a burned disk of an installer or utility like Rocky 5's extra disk or Hexen to boot into an alternative environment. Yada, yada, yada. Clean the C drive, install stock Microsoft dashboard. I think we're going to have to do that with Fat Explorer if we want to do that. Then I think I have to hook up the... Oh, why is it flashing? That's interesting. Do we get a flashing? Why is that? Nothing. Okay, don't know. So yeah, we can connect the hard drive to a PC and then use Fat Explorer, I think, to kind of reformat the C drive. Oh yeah, pull the hard drive connected to a PC, Fat Explorer, there you go. Clean the C drive and put down fresh dashboard files manually. Okay, so we might do this one. Otherwise, I'm going to try the rescue disk. I think I may still have a rescue disk. Give me a second. Because I do have a stack of disks, and it's been a really long time that I've ever used one. But I may still have it. It's just going to be a matter of finding it. Let's see. So I got I have FreeDOS. What is, and that is a game, I think. Yeah, these are games for testing. That's a game. Also a game. Nope. Might end up being faster to just go the PC route, because I got this many discs. So I'm not so sure if I'm going to find that one real quick. I know I have one. I think it's Hexen. But the question is where? Nope. Nope. And also nope. Why is it giving me this? There you go. TFN is trying to be less of a jerk? Were you ever a jerk? Who are you being a jerk to? I hope that ISP of yours could be a jerk to them. That's games, games, and games. Games, games, games. Too many freaking games. Oh, always. Andy. Andy, stop retracting your messages. Stop retracting your messages. I love that. There you go. Look at that. Xbox OG Hexen. We got it. Ladies and gentlemen, we got it. So, only took forever. Let me put this back. Then we can try that out. Hopefully that works. There we go. Okay, turn off the Xbox. If it still wants to. It's blinking orange right now, which is not what I'd like to see. It's not even responding to the power button anymore. Speaking about my ISP, my internet is still on. It is TFN, apparently it is. Now this is interesting. The Xbox is blinking orange and it's not turning off. I don't know if you guys can see that. No, you cannot, because I'm not on the main scene. Overhead. So I'll try to lift this a little bit. I don't know if you can tell. It's blinking orange. I've never seen that. When I press the power button or the eject, it doesn't do a thing. That can't be good. Oh, now it's off. Okay, it turned off. Interesting. Well, let's see. Hello. Oh, it goes straight into blinking. Now it's not booting up the drive. I do not like. Oh, shoot. You know what? I think it's overheated. I think it's overheated. I didn't connect the fan. I'm a dummy. Oh, no. Maybe I blew it up. I really don't hope so.
Oh,
Shoot.
you donkey.
Sloth, that is exactly why I added that command. That is exactly why I added it. Because I know I'm very often a donkey. So. Oh. Anybody want some eggs? I can make some. Oh man. We could do a barbecue. It even smells nice. Okay, I'm gonna put my microphone on mute because I'm gonna use this little turbo fan to see if I can cool this down a little bit quicker, because then we can continue. I'll be right back. Okay, let's see where we're at. So that definitely feels a lot cooler. Okay. Let's see if it turns on now. Let me see, what was the orientation of this thing? I think it was roughly kind of like this. Yep. I also need to, at some point, repaste the Xbox, because this is still using whatever it had from when I bought it. And I don't know if I can trust that. But first put this in here. So it's definitely still a bit toasty, but I'm hoping it's cooled down enough. We can turn it on again. Like so. There. Okay. I usually have to use a hotspot to my phone starting 641. That's awfully specific, TFN. Maybe they actually found something in the maintenance yesterday. Let's hope so, man. After 10 years, what did you say, 20 years? Jeez. Yep. All right. Now, I'll put the power back in. I never disconnected the power cable, did I? Dummy. There. And now reconnect the power. So, it's still a little bit toasty. Let's see if it actually turns on. It's like a little diesel engine turning on. And it does look like it turns on. That's good. So it's a black screen as we had before. Let's see if the drive actually opens. It does. Now, I don't know if I need to reboot this before it can actually start. Jeez, this fan sounds horrible. Oh, wow. Oh, it's the cable. Damn it. And now I disconnected it. So, I'm going to turn off the Xbox. Fix the fan. Which I need to do by... Oh, blimey. I need to take this out again. Hang on, guys. Hang on. Hang on. We're just relaxing. Will I do a Noctua replacement? I don't know. I think Noctua is kind of overpriced, isn't it? I don't know. What's your guys' opinion? Is it really going to have an effect? I mean, it's going to be a bit more quiet, I guess. That's nice. Don't know if I need it on an Xbox, though. Let's see. Are we doing a better job at this install now? That looks good. Nothing's catching. Fan can spin freely. Good. You aren't seeing a thing. Sorry about that. You can use the caution, by the way, command if you want. Or something like it. I think I call it caution. And that's kind of like, what are you doing? And there we go. And here we go. And there. Okay. Attempt number many. And I didn't disconnect the power. Who cares? Will this work now? Best on the market for fans if you like quiet. Yeah, you pay for the color. Which is horrid. Yep, I know. I don't like the color of the Noctua either too much. But yeah, I guess, yeah, you do pay what you pay for what you get. First try. Let's go. Turns on. We get SurBIOS. Does it read the disk? Please read the disk. So that we can actually do something again. It keeps spinning up. I don't like the sound of it. I think it's trying to boot into the BIOS, which does not exist.
Shut up.
What? What did I do? Is it reading the disk? No, I don't think so. Nope, nope. I don't think this Xbox is doing anything, guys. Dang. So let's turn it off. I'll give it one more try. Do have everything connected. Yep. Everything is there. First try? Yes. Yeah, you can try stuff out, Russ. There's a whole bunch of commands in there. I put all sorts of clips in there just for the heck of it. But yeah, this is not working. Okay, well, I think we're going to have to connect the hard drive to the PC. I actually don't know if I have the right equipment to do that right now on my Windows PC here. Yes. Just booted into safe mode. Wait, it did? No. Did it, TFN?
I certainly hope you know what you're doing.
Did it actually boot into safe mode? I didn't see that. Yeah, it showed safe mode for a second. Did it? Okay. Okay. Give me safe mode, man. Remember, young Padawan, this is IDE. It is slow, I know. But it should be faster than this, though, I guess. Like the normal dashboard loads pretty quick, I would say, for a 2000 era console. Did it show it eventually after the black screen, or did it just... Yes, no. I hear movement. I do hear something loading, so I don't know what that is. Talking about the DVD drive. Oh, like so. Yeah. No, even the DVD drive, it would be quicker than this. And I can... You know what? It is making a sound. It is interesting. I have to press like some keys or so. Like I can hear the DVD drive definitely working. This thing's making all sorts of weird rattling noises. Come on, little DVD drive. I don't know. It's gone completely quiet now. Nope, there is sound again. Just wait for it. I only have so much patience, TFN. I don't have your patience. Yeah, but not this slow. I don't think it was this slow. Sir BIOS, does it have like a safe mode or? Forces the system to boot using UDMA 2 mode and activates automatically or via manual controls. Manual. Power on the Xbox using the eject button instead of the power button. This is AI, so I don't know if this is nonsense. So I am reading this. So it says here, Sir BIOS Safe Mode is a built-in recovery feature from the original Xbox that forces the system to boot using UDMA 2 mode and activates automatically or via manual controls. Wait, we can actually click on this. I am human. Okay. Safe mode. Press eject to force UDMA 2 on boot. What is UDMA 2 going to do though? I mean, what's that going to do? Is it going to do anything? UDMA 2 is just a speed, right? Here, AI, tell me. What is it? Ugh, why is this in German? It says it's a standardized blah, blah, blah for ATA, IDE. It's very slow. Yeah, basically it just means it's really slow. But well, how is that going to work to fix any boot up issues that we have? I don't think it does. Modern, no DVD mode, etc. 128, support for Force PAL. Can it boot from like USB or something? That would be cool. I don't think so. No reset, blah, blah, blah. Well, we can still try it. Who knows? Maybe it works. So I'm just going to turn it off because this has been way too long. Just going going to eject the disk. There we go. Oh, that's safe mode, maybe. Look at that. So that's interesting. So it did say safe mode. But here it says you can enable safe mode by turning it on. Where did it say that? Where did it say that? Safe mode, press eject to force UDMA 2 on boot. Okay, it's turned off right now. It's completely off. So let me turn on the console with the eject button. Safe mode. Yes. Doesn't seem to do much though, because that is kind of what I read from this. Safe mode to force UDMA 2 on boot. And then nothing. So I think I'm going to have to take the hard drive out of the console and put it in the PC. And that's going to be interesting because I don't know if I have all the equipment to do that right now. But we're going to find out, I guess, because I don't think I can do anything else. Did we break it already? Yes, we did. Nah, we didn't break it. We just soft bricked it, I guess. But yeah, it's definitely not working. So it's interesting. It does go like safe mode. You have the equipment. I do, but I don't have. I have like a PC which has Windows XP and everything, and that has all the IDE connections and whatnot. I don't know if I have an IDE to something like USB. No, maybe I do. I don't know. I'll have to see. It's too bad it doesn't boot the disk. No. Okay, let me see if I have that IDE to something or another. Let me see what I have here. Because I'm not sure. No, that would not be in here. Could be in my box of magical hard drives. There we go. So I have like now a collection of old hard drives and whatnot. So some IDE, some SATA. I definitely have SATA to USB. And this looks IDE to USB. What? But it doesn't have power. So I guess I have to turn on the Xbox, but connect this through USB, and then hope that that works. I guess that could work. Let's try it. How bad could it be? There. Put that back in there. Voila. So what did you say? Wait a minute. Oh wait, the StarTech is IDE to SATA, not SATA to IDE. Exactly. That's why I can't use that. Yep. I need a close-up of that bin, please. Just to show my wife I ain't the only hoarder out there. Yeah, I get that a bit as well. And I guess it's true, right? We are kind of hoarders. But I don't know, man, it's fun. You gotta have stuff. Yeah. Look, I'm not the only one. see, it goes in like that, but then we don't have enough space, so definitely I'm gonna have to take this out. Full server rack in the basement. Yep. Do you need it though, TFN? Do you need the full server rack? Is it essential? Empty, it wouldn't make sense. So true. Whoop, don't drop, please. Don't fall to the ground. How are we doing on that view? Let me turn it to this one so you guys can see what I'm doing. So I'm just going to take out the hard drive from its caddy because I cannot put this is the adapter that I have. Let me see if I can show you guys. I have no idea if this is going to work. I found this at some point randomly somewhere. I have never tested this, but this is the first opportunity that I have to try and use this one, so I'm going to try it. Who knows? And there we go. That's screw number one. It has my home lab, my private video server, entire basement networking, and Wi-Fi, and actually I'm talking about getting a second one. Whoa. What kind of videos you got on there, Teason? Home videos, of course. Oh, Wi-Fi, not Wi-Fi. Yeah, gotcha. Nice. Nerd. We aren't nerds, are we? Yo, Victor. Welcome. Good to have you. Let's see. This goes into here. This doesn't look like it would work, but let's see. And then power. I'll be really curious, or really stunned almost, if this works. Do I put it just right there? I think that should work, right? Kind of feel like I want to put it on something. I'll just use this lid. Sorry for all the noise. There we go. So we have a lovely janky situation here. I have a USB cable that I have to hook up to something. Let me grab an extension cable real quick. And that is an extension cable. Oh wow, you guys are picking up again. My entire DVD and Blu-ray collection. Can still be interesting videos. Victor, this is where everyone is hiding. Yep, apparently. Thanks for hanging out, guys. I hope this is entertaining somewhat. Kind of a different repair than what I had in mind. I was hoping that the software side of things were going to be pretty quick. But unfortunately, I messed up and now I have a, well, I guess a bricked Xbox original is what I have. I have SurBIOS installed, but it boots to a black screen, so I guess it's not finding the Xbox dash. So now I'm going to have to try and boot up this hard drive with a IDE to USB cable that I've never tested before, so I have no idea if it's going to work. And kind of go from there. So everything is hooked up. This has power. USB is connected to the PC. Let's see if this actually works. So I can definitely hear the hard drive spinning up. I heard a ba-dum. Is that a good sign? Okay. It says 119 gigabytes of 119 free. I don't know if this is that hard drive. Wait, let me switch. PC. There you go. Ah, okay. Gotcha. Interesting. Do you see that, guys? It actually shows something right now. Problem, hard drive timeout. Hard drive took too long to become ready. Solution, the Xbox needs to know the hard drive is present, but times out waiting for the drive to become ready. Respond to the commands. This is probably due to a loose connection or faulty wire. If you're using a SATA to IDE cable, it's possible that the adapter you're using is not compatible with the drive. Yada, yada, yada. Okay. Yeah, that's only because we're not having the hard drive connected. But that is unfortunately not what's going to help us here. So let me go back here, hide this. And then what I'm going to try to do, I think I already have Fat Explorer installed on my PC, so I'm just going to try to use that right now. Let me move this over to the side so you can see everything I'm doing. Downloads, Xbox, original, Fat Explorer, and then I open this one. Sure, whatever. And now I'm hoping that it can find it. It's taking some time to start. Whoops. Formatting tools, I guess. Please wait until the device refresh operation has finished. Well, how do I know if it's finished? Driver not installed. Well, the driver is not installed. That's not going to work. Let's do that. There's a kernel mode Windows file. System driver that allows this. So you can browse them like you would any normal external drive or USB. That sounds good. Driver installation complete. Okay. And we have a RAL. Yes, nice. It sees it. Guys, this is freaking awesome. This is the first time I've used this USB cable and it actually freaking works. It's 400 gigabytes, physical drive something. Unlock your device so Fat Explorer can load it. Okay. Unlock using, oh God. Oh, do I know the HDD key? If the unlock is successful, Fat Explorer will remember the HDD key, so it can automatically unlock the device in the future. Status enabled, model number, serial number, etc. Unlock using HDD key. If you know your HDD key, enter it here in hex string format or load it from your EEPROM backup. I have an EEPROM backup, I think. I do have an EEPROM backup, I think. Let's see. Wait, what are you guys typing? Let me see, Russ, you know what the N in TFN stands for? Yeah. Hi, Victor. Hey, Andy Squishy, thanks for the hint. Rusty, can you send him the 2-ping command? No. Don't USB cables usually work? Yeah, but this is like a super, I don't know if you see this USB cable here, Worms, but this looks like a super old kind of and super generic cable, so I was not having very high hopes that that cable was going to work, but apparently it does, so I'm happy. I guess Germany has a lot of bad USB cable. This is from the Netherlands, though. I brought this over from the Netherlands, so. China. It's a beautiful China cable. Let me see. Here's the Xbox Crystal backup. Yup. And I know that this one had the, where was it though? It had the EEPROM backup somewhere. Backups? EEPROM. Well, there you go. Backup. Which one do you want? EEPROM. I guess EEPROM. Well, there you go. That's apparently the key. Unlock. It's wrong. Okay. Well, crap. Master password HDD. What about HDD key? No. Well, if that isn't the EEPROM, well, it's 1 kilobyte. That's only 1 kilobyte though. That doesn't seem like it's right. 8-bit. Did I miss 8-bit? Oh, sorry. Hey, 8-bit. Sorry, man. Welcome. Backups, C drive. Well, that wouldn't be great if I didn't have the HDD key. That would be kind of dumb. Though, question, do I even need... Well, I guess if I don't have the HDD key, I can't open this one. And I can't even format it, I guess. Or can I? I don't know. I kind of half care what's on this drive because I did put like a whole bunch of games on there already. That would take a long time to do again. So if it's possible, I would like to keep using this. EEPROM. I can look for files inside of this, right? So if I just go, whoops, if I go in here, Xbox Original, and then I search in here, EEPROM, I find only this one, show all 42, EEPROM. We have a bin file here, a EEPROM folder, which is 2.3 meg. No, that's also not large enough. HDD info, HDD key, could it be this one? How do I copy this over though? It said you can put it in that format or load it for EEPROM. Well, this is annoying. How does this work? Can I just, Xbox HD key, is that it? HDD lock disable password. What is that? Disk serial WDC. I have no idea what this is. Broken USB cables in Germany. Exactly. Falcon. Hello, hello. Did I welcome you already? Sorry if I already welcomed you. I don't judge or disrespect. China is not them who sell crappy products. It's us customer that wants it in some context, cheaper products. It's absolutely true, actually, Victor. Nowadays I kind of say everything that's crappy, almost everything that's crappy comes from China, but everything that's good is also made in China. So the Chinese know how to make good stuff. It's just, yeah, we want crappy stuff, I guess. So they're good at what they do. And I love lots of the stuff that comes from China, actually. So they're doing pretty good for themselves. I have not done this way to unlock HDD. I use Prometheus, but you can't load that currently. I don't know. Yeah. Kind of sucks. What about this? Did they just set it to zeros? No. Is it ones? No. What is it, this weird hex key that I just found? No. Damn! What is a master password? It's basically a secondary password. What is a master password? Is that this? Nope. Oh, I see, I see. So we can just kind of go through this list. Too many times when trying to unlock. To fix this, power cycle the device by reconnecting it or put your computer to sleep and wake it back up. Power cycle the device by reconnecting it. Okay. So I guess we're turning off the Xbox. And turning it back on. Okay. Just waiting for the boom. I think I heard it. Yep. Searching for devices. There we go. Enabled, PW, locked. Use a master password, I guess. So let's try Xbox Scene. It failed. Team Assembly. I don't think that's going to be it. Failed. Seagate. I don't think it was a Seagate originally. W whatever. Nope. Bummer, guys. Yeah, now we got to turn it off again. Okay, what are you typing, TFN? I can't read that. That must be some weird Austrian accent. Well, we don't want crappy stuff. We want cheap stuff, which is usually crappy. So true, Worms. Yeah, I wish Chris F or Ace was here. Yup. iPhone is made in China, for example. It is indeed. Sent from iPhone. Look at this, a good province. Chris the F. He's here. Oh, awesome. Chris. Yeah, that's Mandarin and Pinyin. He's here basically exactly don't judge and respect China. Gotcha. Massive respect. So, let me see, did I already cycle this or did I not? Can't load your device until you blah. Yep. Searching for device. It is locked. So it can't. Ah, damn. I need to unlock it before we can do anything. That really sucks. Tell Chris the situation. So, I had a soft modded Xbox original. I want to install the 128 megabytes of RAM in there. To do that, I first installed SirBIOS. That went successfully. But since it's soft modded, I guess, now it doesn't boot. So it boots into a black screen. And I can't FTP into it. And so I can't put any dashboard files onto it. I'm trying to connect it to the PC now, the hard drive, but the hard drive is locked. I did find this EEPROM file, but the EEPROM file is only 1 kilobyte in size, so I guess it's not an actual backup. So you now have a mod chip. No, I TSOP'd it. Sorry. Yeah, I did the TSOP mod. Yeah. Indeed. Yeah. So now I'm trying to figure out if I can somehow. Here's an EEPROM. No, it's also too small. Isn't EEPROM supposed to be that small? Oh, this is a no. What is this? This is search results. So yeah, he can't unlock the hard drive. That's right. No. I guess if I just put like a new one on there, a new hard drive, an empty one with all the relevant files, that should, I guess, kind of work, right? So you have the SirBIOS INI all set up. Do I? I don't know. I don't think so. I didn't put like an INI file anywhere. Did I mess that up? Whoops. I'm a noob at this. To point to whatever dashboard you have. No, I don't think so, Chris. I think I didn't read that step. Oops. C drive. Yeah, there's C drive and everything, but there's no EEPROM. UData. UData is just the files, I guess, that we have on here. TData, dashboard, emulators, games, apps. Config default files, EEPROM, and then we just have dash files. So I don't know. I've been trying to find some EEPROM. What version of SurBIOS? It's 3. It's the alpha one. 3. Which was it? 3. Where is it? No, not backup. Not backup. Sorry. SurBIOS. Yeah, here it is. 3.10 beta. Phoenix BIOS, SurBIOS, Lithium. Here's like an INI. So that's probably what you meant. Launch, SurBIOS, INI, launch settings. Okay, give me a few minutes. I will post the files you need. But then I guess I do still need to unlock the hard drive, right? Or have a new hard drive, I guess. I could just put a new hard drive in there. That's also fine. But I guess then I can't access the games. That really sucks. Okay. Yeah. Recovery. What is recovery? See, it would be cool if it could go into recovery XPE, or the default XPE. It doesn't matter if it's locked or not with TSOP or ModChip. Okay. Okay. Interesting. How does that work though? Because the hard drive right now is, this one is locked. So how does that work? Crocoshoes. Hello. Looks more complicated than a kettle. It is. It is. That's kind of an inside joke. So Crocoshoes and I have worked on kettles before and on, what is it called? What's that called? Like a hair straightener? A hair straightener, which is basically a kettle, we found out. So I did actually, by the way, Crocoshoes, I did try to make this a kettle because I forgot to install the fan. And so I guess you could have cooked water with it, boiled water with it. By the way, you wanted to post a link to the caps you bought. Ooh. I will write that down, TFN. Sorry about that. You mean the caps that I installed for the VRM or what? The whole set. So I didn't buy like a whole set. I just actually bought it. Like I looked up the capacitors myself from, oh, what was the website? It was a German one, I think. I need to redo 2 Xbox original. Okay, I'll see if I can find the order. I'll definitely be able to find the order in my email. If I forget, please remind me. But I will try to remember that. Yeah, so in the meantime, I guess we're kind of stuck there because I messed up. So I was thinking of doing this before I started streaming, but then I was like, no, actually it might be interesting to do this when you guys are watching. We can kind of explore this together, but of course I was not hoping that we were going to be stuck in this process. Smurf something, yeah, there's all sorts of stuff in here like EEPROM and whatever, but no EEPROMs, man. No EEPROMs. I thought it was backed up because I saw the EEPROM in there, the folder, and I was like, okay, they backed up the EEPROM already, so no worries there. But apparently not. I didn't hear the yes. Is the commands service not running anymore? Oh no, my command service has reached the quota. That sucks. Sorry guys. Okay, I'll need to figure out what that is. So no commands at the moment. Good news, I'm getting you the ping command. Excellent, Worms, thank you. I'm sure a lot of people will be really happy with that. We spam donkey too much. Yeah, that kind of sucks. That's a real bummer, though. I was hoping that that would work reliably, but apparently it does not. Yeah, it succeeded. Nah, whatever. Okay, I'll see if I can fix that for the next live stream then. Okay, guys, what can we do in the meantime? Lock, unlock, view selected devices HDD key. Yeah, exactly. It's not unlocked. So I can't do it. You would hope that there's some kind of exploit that you can just unlock the drive anyway. You're not using StreamerBot? No, Russ, not yet. The issue with StreamerBot is it's also not Mac compatible. So I was trying to figure out if I could run it on like this Windows PC. So you can open up the port so that the Windows PC can find OBS on the Mac and that way control it. That would work probably. So that's maybe what I'm going to do after all. In the meantime, I basically just wrote like with AI a little tool myself that would scan the chat on behalf of my user, so to say. It would log in as me and try to use my account to read the chat. But then apparently you get kicked by Google because I'm reading too many chat messages. I'm pulling it too often or so. So it kind of sucks. But yeah. So I should have just used StreamerBot after all. Yeah, that's what I was trying to do because what you showed, that actually is really nice. StreamerBot is really cool. But yeah, it doesn't work on Mac. So that's kind of my situation at the moment. I'm not home right now. Now we don't need the ping command, Worms. Maybe we do, guys. Maybe we do. Can you unlock? We need how do you say? We need that OpenAI agent or whatever, or that new Claude AI that can do all the hacking, so it can unlock the HDD. What's it called? HD 400 LD. It's security locked. You can try specialized utility tools or master passwords, but it requires professional hardware tools. Yeah, I know. That doesn't work like that's gonna work. That doesn't look like that's gonna work. Chris is cooking. He's better than me. Hopefully, yeah. I have faith. Yeah, sorry guys that this is stuck on this process right now. It's kind of boring. Covered WD from a Western Digital. Ain't no Western Digital, it's a Samsung. So what if I select the EEPROM? I guess it's going to say, it does feature a key. So that's weird. Isn't that weird? 878A. 878A. So what did they do with this hard drive? Isn't that weird? What's your name on Discord? The Soldering Dutchman. Indeed. Indeed it is. Well, I think it is at least. Yeah, it is. The Soldering Dutchman. Master password. Yeah, but I'm hoping I can unlock this one perhaps. Mute? Am I muted? No, I don't think so. I think it was just quiet for a bit. Can you hear me? Ah, okay, you had to refresh. I actually have this sometimes with Andy streams as well. For some reason, the sound disappears for me. Like I know that people can still hear it, and I just have to quit YouTube and start it again. Super weird. Yeah. YouTube is a bit weird lately. Like I said today as well, it kind of lags 10 seconds behind all the time. It's freaking annoying. I wish they would just put like in the YouTube app that whenever you get unsynchronized, so to say, that it would just catch up by doing like a 1.5 speed. Like whenever it falls 10 seconds behind, just do 1.5 speed, get back up to live point, so to say, and then if it falls behind, it can do it again. Ah, awesome. Let me see. There we go, Chris F. File bin, awesome. Oh wait, I gotta open it on this PC. Give me 1 second. I'm just gonna open Discord on this PC, because of course I need the file on this one. Here we are. He has cooked me something. Thanks, Chris. So would I need this on a new drive then? Just a blank one? Wow, this is slow. See, this is what I mean. This PC is kind of slow. Come on, PC, you can do it. Let's see what beautiful hard drive I can get out of this bucket. This is a 1 terabyte drive. That seems perfect. You can copy overwrite to the drive you have. I can? Oh, that's awesome. How? That would be awesome. Let's open it up. Visit the site. So we have RAR. Lol. I wonder if I have a RAR thing here. Blah, blah, blah. When it will show you on one click, you must decide, go to the file list. Malicious actors, create a new bin. What is this? Proceed to download. Oh, okay. So it's just warning me. That's fine. Oh my God. How slow is that?